consistently maintained that month after month for about 4 years now. So that's what I'm sharing with you. Let's see. I think there's a lag, so you guys are gonna start seeing me in a second. Yay! Okay, I think I'm live. Let me know otherwise. So what I'm going to do with this training is I'm going to do the training. I'm going to talk through my parts that I have written down, and then I'll take Q&A first from our members only, and then I'll open up the chat to all subscribers. This is a limited time training, so make sure that you do watch the entire thing, and if you need to come back, do it quickly because I'm going to be taking this down and putting it in my feminine business course as a bonus. All of the ones in this series, the one I did the day before yesterday, this one, they're all going to be put as bonuses. I'm doing these trainings for my enrollment period, which just opened for CEO Boss Queen. And for 2024, the enrollment bonus is a 3333, so 3,333 scholarship towards the course, CEO Boss Queen, and there's no code needed. So the link for Feminine Business Mastermind, if you're completely new to business, and CEO Boss Queen, if you're looking to scale and market and learn all of the things really quickly and apply them to your business, both of those will be in the description box under this, okay? So let me first start with a little bit of a disclaimer. So I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not guaranteeing any income. I'm not like attorney and accountant. I'm just sharing based on my experience being an entrepreneur. I've had many businesses in my life. The first business that I had and the first couple of businesses that I had were related to real estate when I was in my 20s, and I was quite successful with that business as well, despite also making a lot of mistakes. And then this business, my online business, is a completely different ballpark because it's ball game because it's online, but I learned and used a lot of lessons that I learned in my real estate business and was able to apply them here and therefore learn and become successful really quickly. So I'm just sharing from my own experiences. The truth is that what I've seen is that some people just are not entrepreneurs and they're not meant to be entrepreneurs. And that's the sad reality of it. I know that it sounds kind of negative, but I wish that those people would own this first. I have had family members, friends that wasted like decades trying to become an entrepreneur, and they just were not, they didn't have those core principles and skill sets where they could be successful in that. Whereas if they had just gotten a 9 to 5 job or a career, they could have like clocked in, gotten their paycheck, gone home, and been happy. So I do think that there's some core principles that make us successful as entrepreneurs, and I definitely have that in my blood. Now, if you have those core principles, it doesn't mean that you can't learn new things. I'm always learning, always experimenting, I'm always growing. So you can definitely grow and make that skill set better. But I do think that some people are just better off getting a damn job and just like sticking with that, or having some kind of a career, right? So that's what I want to say about that. Okay, so the number one thing that I did that unlocked 6-figure months consistently in my business was that I started thinking outside of just trading time for money. And this can be sometimes hard because it's so ingrained in us. And it can also be like a limiting belief that I have to like work hard for money, or I have to be like there present all the time. So I started thinking along the lines of how can I package up my expertise in a way that I don't really have to be there and people are still learning and like using my expertise. So what I mean by that is that, once I launched my business, I was doing coaching, one-on-one coaching in the beginning. And then I scaled to group coaching. And then I had like, digital products. But a lot of the digital products even that I was doing them live, right? I still do a lot of mine live where I would meet up in like Zoom calls and do them live. So I had to start thinking along the lines of, well, how can I package this up so that my students get everything that they would get if they were live with me, even if I'm not live, right? So that was one. When they talk about scaling, that's what they mean. For example, if you're still selling, a 1 hour coaching sessions, then you could scale to a certain point, but there's only so many hours in the day. There's only so many hours in the week. There's only so many hours in the year. And so eventually you're not going to be able to scale beyond a certain point because there's only one of you and there's only so many hours. But if you were recording some of those sessions and then you were bundling them up and selling them as a digital product or as a book or some other way, then you could sell it to 10 people, 10,000 people, a million people at the same time, right? So, for example, through some miracle, a million people could show up on my channel, click on the same link in the same second, and buy the same product all at the same time, right? Like there's no issue with how many people can buy a program because it's automated. So scaling required some type of a process where you are able to remove yourself. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm like not involved in my business. I love my business. It's my passion project, right? So obviously I want to be involved in, but I want to be involved in a different capacity than being tied to my phone doing coaching calls, right? Like if I'm out taking an evening walk with my family, people are still landing on my channel. They're still watching my products, my trainings on YouTube. They're still clicking on the links and they're still buying the programs and then going to other programs and buying those programs and then buying my books. And so there's things happening where I'm not tied to the business and it still gets to run. Obviously, this requires automation, but it's so easy to automate things now because there's other companies that like basically do all that for you. So you don't have to figure it out. Whereas it was harder, 10, 15 years ago when you had to like set all that up yourself. Okay. So that's number one. My numbers got thrown off. This always happens to me. Okay. I have 5 that I want to share with you. And then I'll take questions from our members. And then we'll open it up to everyone. Okay. So that was number one. Number 2 is this kind of mindset of my business flows like a hobby, but is structured like a business. Okay. So that's what you have to think about. And remember, I did trainings on flow is the feminine and structure is the masculine. So I treat my business like a hobby because it is a hobby. It's something that I really enjoy doing. It's something that's really fun for me and it doesn't ever feel like work, right? So it's got that hobby energy and hobby energy is very like fun energy. It's not constricted. It's not like have to. It's not miserable. It's not hard work. So I've got like the energy of the hobby in there. But the structure runs like a business. So if you were to click on any of my links right now and go to uh, my website, which is not really, I don't have a website, but like I hack the Thinkific website. So if you were to go to my domain, theuniverseguru.com, you would go to the Thinkific platform and which looks like my website. And then if, there is a predictable outcome, you click on a course, it takes you to the sales page, you enter in your information and your credit card and you buy the course and then you get the course developed immediately. There's no one on the back end having to push levers or like pull things to make things happen. I could be sleeping and 1,000 people could buy a course while I'm sleeping or working out or on vacation. So again, the structure on the back end makes it where I can be in my flow, I can be in my hobby energy, and there's no limitation, again, going back to scaling of how many people can buy something at the same time. I wish I had my fun pink water thing, but I have to get like a certain amount of water in every day, so I have to have these with me. Okay, so what does it look like to have structure in the back end of your business? You need to have SOPs, okay? SOPs are standard operating procedures in your company. All corporations have this, and I highly recommend that no matter how small or big your business is or mid-size, have some SOPs. So SOPs make life so easy. Oh my God. And a special shout out to my husband from streamlining ours and being so committed to streamlining my SOPs. He's all about making my life as easy as possible. So even when we had to go through a couple of people who are handling like our email and things like that, we got the process down to, you could do this in a Google Doc, right? I initially started this in a Google Doc. Irfan hates Google Docs. He prefers Dropbox, so he's moved it over. But how I started this is that I put like the most common emails that we get and like the most common replies in the Google Doc, right? So it creates the scenario of like, if, then this, right? So that way, if a new person comes into your business, if you hire a new person, or even for you, you're not having to write the entire email the whole time. You can cut and paste and then customize it. Because usually, yes, you will have to customize the email a little bit, but it eliminates like a lot of busy work when you're doing the same thing over and over again. So standard operating procedures like make life so much easier as a business owner. That's why all of the big corporations have these, right? They have everything documented. In this scenario, you do this. When someone asks this, you do this. If this happens, you contact this person. So you get everything written down, and it just makes life so easy, okay? The other thing that I'm going to say about flow like a hobby and structure like a business is that I when I was at like 50, $60,000 months consistently when I made this one mental shift, and the next month I made my first six-figure month, and I never went below that. So it was like this one shift that was like life changing for me. It like changed my life, okay? This one shift. And once I activated this, I never went down below six-figure months. I've only kept crawling up and up and up, okay? And here was the shift. You've heard this before if you have my business courses. Businesses sell every single day. Okay, I'm going to repeat this again because you can miss this. Okay, businesses sell every single day. You might be thinking, okay, Mina, duh. But no, this is not a duh. Because for some reason in the business and the industry that I'm in, people think that it's icky to sell every day. People think it's wrong to sell every day. People think if you sell every day, people are going to get mad. Like there's all these distortions, right? But here's the example I like to use. If you woke up super excited to go to your favorite coffee shop, and like you're so excited to go to the shop, you can literally like smell the aroma of your favorite drink that you're gonna order. And you get out of bed, you get dressed really quickly, you get in your car, you drive there all the time, like you can like smell the aroma of your favorite beverage that you're gonna get. And you park your car, you go into the store, into the coffee shop, and you order your favorite coffee, and they go, we can't give that to you. And you're like, why? Are you out of ingredients? They're like, no. I'm like, okay, I would really like my coffee then, please. And they go, we can't sell it to you because we have been selling too much this month. And if we sell every single day, we wouldn't want to upset people, and we wouldn't want to be too salesy, and we wouldn't want people to think that all we care about is money. And you would be really confused, and you'd be like, but here's my money. I don't want, this $5. I want the coffee. Here's my $5. Just go over there, make the coffee and give it to me. And they're like, no, I really just, I want you to really like me. And I don't want you to think I'm such a salesperson. I can't, you'd be ready to murder someone, right? That's how a lot of businesses behave online. And it's freaking ridiculous. So I stopped doing that. I know that what I sell is a super high value. It changes people's life. I have tens of thousands of testimonials from all over the world. People deserve to be able to buy the damn thing whenever they feel like it. So you're never gonna hear me saying, no, sorry, like, I sold yesterday and I don't want to sound like a sales, like, no, like if you want to buy the course, you can have the damn course. Like maybe you really need it for your marriage or for your business or for your manifestation or for your meditations. So this one mindset changed my life, that I am a business. I have something of value that someone out there needs and wants to buy, and it would be ridiculous of me to be like, nope, sorry, can't buy it. Okay. So that was a game changer. Number three, actually, let me touch base with you guys first because I've been talking for a while. Let me see what you guys are saying. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the compliments, everyone. Welcome to Level Up Queens. We've got new members. Thank you. So happy to be catching you live. I'm currently doing the Dark Feminine course, and OMG, she said so good. I'm so glad you love it. That one is a naughty one, isn't it? I know, I love that course too. I haven't talked about that in a minute. Yes. So you cannot upgrade to CEO Boss Queen because it's not a bundle. It's a course with over 50 hours of training. So no, you cannot upgrade to it. It upgrades work when it's like a bundle, right? Spirit said, this analogy is so helpful. Thank you. I need to shift my thinking around sales. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I just put in some curls. I washed my hair yesterday. I don't like my hair the first day I wash it. How many of you guys are like that too? It just, I don't love it. But then the second day, I put in some curls and I like it. I love it. Can you please talk about the core principles of being an entrepreneur? I'll touch on that later. Let me finish my list first. The 4 Hour Work Week. Awesome, Paula. Love that. That's a great book. Greetings from Qatar. Hi, Qatar. Perfect timing. Presently doing feminine business mastermind. Great. And these trainings will be bonus in there. Okay, awesome. All right, so let me move through my list and then I'll answer the question about core principles, okay? Also, before I continue, I'm not saying that if you do all this, you're gonna have six-figure months because again, some people have too much money trauma. They don't like money. Their subconscious is afraid of money. They're not gonna be able to ever have six-figure months. Also, some people just make shitty entrepreneurs, not gonna be able to do six figures, right? But for those of us that have the entrepreneur mindset and are doing our money in our work and all of all of the other behind the sales stuff, this is what helped me. Like I'm giving you guys the entire blueprint. And previously, all of this I've only shared in my like business courses. Number three is don't hire people too quickly. This is a big mistake that I've seen with entrepreneurs is they hear about, oh, like you need a team, you need a team, you need a team. And they hire a team too quickly. The number one reason that I've seen businesses go under is because they hire a team too quickly, hire too many people, and then their overheads are too high. They can't pay their employees. Also, managing employees requires a whole different skill set. And the first couple of times that I hired people before I had the team, I hired people too quickly. I didn't vet properly. I didn't know how to manage them. And it was chaos, right? It didn't work out. Luckily, I'm also like quick to let people go, but don't hire people too quickly, especially if you have a business online where it can be automated and even in-person businesses. So my husband is a process improvement expert, and before he went into like oil and gas, he used to be a consultant where he would travel all over the world, basically coaching Fortune 500, like huge companies on how to streamline their process. And one of the things he said was that there's 100% of the time these companies have too many employees And a lot of them are not necessary. So basically what happens is that they haven't streamlined the process, and they haven't like put structures. They're just hiring people to do things that shouldn't even be done. So you should just get rid of the thing. For example, let's say that you had, I'm trying to think of an appropriate example. Let's say that you had a really messy tree inside your house. I'm looking at my palm trees, and that's what came to my mind. Okay, you had a very messy tree inside your house. And let's say that you were a corporation, and the trees attracted a lot of bugs. So you hired someone to stand there and zap the bugs. And then the zapping of the bugs created a lot of mess on the floor. So you hired someone that would stand there and vacuum the floor. And then the trees would, like, the leaves would shed and clog the vacuum. So you hired someone to like rake the leaves, and then the raking of the leaves created a lot of piles of bags of garbage. So you hired someone to put the leaves in the bags and take the bags and throw it out, right? And Irfan, and you would hire Irfan because like your company was like struggling, and Irfan would come on and he would be like, just cut the tree, get rid of it. And they would be like, but we can't get rid of the tree. And he would say, why not? Because the tree, um, because the tree gives leaves. What do you need the leaves for? Well, we have to rake the leaves. Why do you need to rake the leaves? Because they're falling from the tree. Get rid of the tree. So he would say that people would like push back, like these CEOs, like these large corporations, and people would argue with him and argue with him until they would just realize that they don't need the tree. Like there would be so many scenarios like this where they would have hired like 40 people in an entire department taking care of something, and then he would just be like, get rid of that thing from your business. And they would be, well, but we can't do that because this, and that. What do you need that for? But like they couldn't even answer what they needed the thing for. So I'm lucky that I'm married to someone like that, because like he'll come in and he'll be like, why are you doing this? And like, because of XYZ. And it's like, why do you need that? Because, and so it would be so annoying when Irfan would do that to me. But then I would like realize, oh, I don't need to hire someone to take care of this. I just don't need to be doing that thing, right? For example, I have another example. So let's say that after you took your evening bath, you left your bathtub running, and it started flooding your bathroom. So you hired someone to clean up your bathroom. But then that created a lot of like wet towels. So you hired someone else to like wash your towels. But then there were a lot of towels that needed to be folded. And then you needed to hire someone to fold the towels. Irfan would show up and he would be like, just turn the faucet off after you're done showering. Sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised how many businesses don't like think like that. And this would happen to me too when Irfan would suggest these kind of things. I would be super annoyed because I would be like, you just don't understand my business. He's like, that's literally what every business in the world has told me. He's like, actually, I'm in a better position to ask these questions because I don't understand your business. So explain it to me. Why are we doing it this way again? And then I would be like, damn it. Oh my God, we don't have to do it that way. So, yes, get to the source first, and you won't have to hire a bazillion people. Let me tell you a secret. I did not have a team until I reached 8 figures in my business. A lot of people say, Mina, you reached 8 figures in your business because you have a team. Let me repeat that. I did not have a team until I reached 8 figures, because the team would be super distracting, and they would trust me that what is required of you as a leader to run a team, it takes a long time to develop. If you hire a team too early, they're actually going to bring down your business. This happened in my real estate business, and I've seen this with I have saved so many of my clients' businesses simply by streamlining their team. Sometimes getting rid of the entire team, and sometimes by bringing 20 people down to one, because there was this chaos in their building because of all of the issues with having a large team. So that's number 3. Number 4 is keep your overheads lean. Just because someone has a solution doesn't mean you have a problem. Again, this is one of Irfan's favorite sayings that he says to me all the time. Just because someone has a solution doesn't mean you have a problem, okay? There's going to be a lot of people telling you, you need this to run your business. You should do this to run your business. You should hire this person. You should get this software. And again, just because they have a solution doesn't mean you have a problem. Really think through, because a lot of overheads means your bottom line is going to be hurt. So I run a high profit business because I'm married to someone that will just question everything and say, do we really need this? Is this really essential? The number one thing I do spend money on, and this is just something that I've always spent money on this, even before, like, it's not something I invest in my business, it's something that I invest in myself, and that is personal development. Because what I've learned is that when I invest in myself, I outperform any business, I outperform any Wall Street, any market. So I've just learned that I have a very high ROI. So I don't invest money in my business, I invest money in myself. Because the truth is, my real estate business, I don't have that anymore. So if I had invested money in that, I wouldn't have that money or that or the thing, right? But I always invested in myself. And so I've got everything I've learned here and it's all embodied. And so even if this business is something I want to end and start another business, or even in my parenting, or even in whatever, like a lot of people think that education is to get a job. I completely disagree. In my culture, women are not educated for them to get jobs. Women are educated for them to be educated. So I just invest in myself. That's something I won't compromise in, but everywhere else, I keep my expenses really, really low. Number 5 is, again, oh, I already talked about that. I merged it with the overhead. Number 5 was invest in yourself, not in your business. Okay, so CEO Boss Queen cart is open. Enrollment is open for the next 48 hours. And the bonus this year, I do a bonus for CEO Boss Queen, which is my spiritual business. Previous students have called it, it's like they say it's like a spiritual MBA. And so there's over 50 hours of trainings in there. It will take you from getting to 6-figure months, I'm sorry, 6 figures in your business, 7 figures in your business, and 8 figures in your business. And you get a 33, so 3,333 scholarship, no code needed. All the information is on the sales page. Also, you can email my team at support@theuniverseguru.com to ask any questions, or I'll take them now. So let me see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Mina, can you please talk about the core principles of being an entrepreneur? Yeah, so the two core principles right off the bat. Number 1 is self-motivated. So you're not the type of person that requires, entrepreneurs do not require someone else to manage their time. They don't need someone else to tell them when to do what. Like you know how some people, if 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 their boss isn't looking over their shoulder, nothing would happen. Entrepreneurs are self-motivated. That means that if anything, they probably work way too much than they need to because they love what they do. So number 1 core principle of being an entrepreneur is that you are self-motivated. You don't need someone else to tell you your schedule. You don't need someone else to tell you when to work, when not to work. You can do those kind of things on your own. Number 2 core principle of being an entrepreneur is you are willing to work with uncertainty. So a lot of people that are 9 to 5 mindset, like job mindset, they can't be an entrepreneur because they need all of their questions answered before they can move forward. And entrepreneurs just learn as they go along. So I didn't need someone to answer any questions for me when I started my first business when I was 21 years old. I just did things, made mistakes, rerouted myself, and like learned some more, did some more things, messed some more things up, and like learned along the ways. Those are going to be the 2 core principles. A lot of people just, they can't do that. They just need someone to answer all their questions. They can't move in uncertainty. They need someone to like give them guarantees. Just get a job, babe. Get your salary, like you'll be happier if that's you. Because entrepreneurship requires you to move a lot with uncertainty, make a lot of mistakes, learn quickly, get yourself back up, and be self-motivated. So those are the two I would say are the biggest. Okay, let's see. Hello, ladies. So excited for this channel. So much wisdom and mind shifting elevation. Thank you. You're so welcome. I'm happy that you're here. Okay, so Lika said, I'm starting a skincare line with my best friend. She's risk averse and full-time surgeon, so her time is limited. Also, her mindset, don't think she's entrepreneur. What would you do in my scenario? Um, I don't like joint businesses with everyone. So I personally don't like businesses where I'm partnered with anyone else. I'm just gonna tell you from my perspective. I would never ever 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 start a business with another person. That's just me. So I wouldn't be able to help you in that. I would say talk to someone that maybe has started a successful business with another person. I work best solo as a business owner. Was just listening to your high vibration worthy woman ascension course, gold by the way, and got notifications that you're live. Awesome. I also emailed yesterday and today, so make sure that you guys are on my email list, which is in the description box, so that you don't miss notifications for email. I'm sorry, for live streams. Let's see what else. What is your best number one advice for a very new mom, solopreneur who is starting her business from scratch and is looking to get to eight figures? My best advice would be stop thinking about eight figures. Do not think about eight figures until you're at multiple seven figures. That's too big of a delta. You're going to psych yourself out. If you're just starting out, your goal should be to get to $5,000 a month. Make it small. That's how I roll. I would never be starting off and be thinking about eight figures. That's just too crazy. It's too big of a goal. Your mind is just not going to let you do that. Welcome, Faith, to Level Up Queens. Okay, let me see. I think I missed some questions. Mina, please, do you think those skills can be learned or should the person have them immediately? I don't know, babe. I just had them. I've seen people waste 20, like 2 or 3 decades of their life trying to learn entrepreneur skill sets, only to end up broke. Even men, I've seen them end up divorced because their partners just got tired of, like, oh my God, yeah. I don't know. I feel like you're luckier when you're a woman because if you're provided for, you have the luxury of learning. If the worst, in my opinion, which is sad to say this, are men that are not entrepreneur mindset and they're trying to become that. I have seen marriages fail. I've seen children's lives ruined because their father or their husband just refuses to get a job and just keeps wasting year after year after year on starting a business when that guy is like, I actually personally know men like that, and I'm just like, oh my God, this woman eventually will leave him or will just end up spending her entire marriage waiting for him to start something. So I don't know. I think it's definitely worse for men. Erica, for human design, what I recommend is getting a full reading done with Armaan. It's not something where you can just kind of like figure this out on your own. Here's his email address. I'll throw it in the chat for you guys. It's majesty at divinity. I'm sorry, majesty of divinity at gmail.com. I'll throw it in the chat and he can help you figure that out. I'll put this. It's also in the description box always. You can email Armaan and he can help you figure that out. So let's see. This is so timely, Mina. I just recently invested in myself by joining the Level Up Queens, and here you are talking about business when I'm literally launching my luxury women's wear business tomorrow. Congratulations. Sounds exciting. Luxury women's wear. Exciting. True story, when I was a teenager, I thought it would be so cool to have like a boutique. Like that was like it never came to, and I don't know if I'd want to do it now, but like there I remember that as like a teenage dream of mine. So interesting. This reminded me of that. Faith said, "Thank you for changing my life, Mina. Crazy how you touched on uncertainty as an entrepreneur. As I was journaling on it yesterday, divine timing always. Yay. Uh, So these are the kind of questions that people who are generally not entrepreneur mindset will ask, okay? How to figure out what business to open that I'm passionate about. This is typically kind of stuff, and not to put you on the spot, but this is the kind of stuff because when you are an entrepreneur mindset, your biggest problem is you have too many businesses ideas and there's only one of you. So every time I hear someone saying, I don't know what business to start, typically they're not business, like they would not be great at it. You could learn, but typically that's a red flag for me. In the CEO Boss Queen, I have an exercise that you can use to hone down what you can do, only because most people that are entrepreneur mindset have too many ideas, so that you can narrow it down to what you can do now. But if you have trouble thinking of something to do as a business, you might be one of those people. And I don't mean to offend anyone. I think people get really offended. That's why a lot of people just say, yeah, anyone can be an entrepreneur. I think we're doing a disservice to people by saying that, because not everyone can learn it, especially men. We have to stop saying this to men, because I have seen entire legacies and families ruined by men that had no business getting into business, trying to open a business. So, yeah, I think it's better to be honest. I'm sorry if this is offensive or triggering, but I'd rather be honest with you guys. These are typically a red flag for me when people don't even know what business to start. Because if you were really like if entrepreneurship was in your blood, you would have the opposite problem. Claudia, then there is an exercise in CEO Boss Queen that you can use. I have a lot of ideas how to grow my business, feeling overwhelmed. How do I choose what to do first? How I choose is I say, what would be the most fun? Because typically, I can put things in a scale of fun from like 1 to 10. So I do things that are more fun first, because I'm just going to be more excited about doing those things first. And so I'm going to do those first. I have a coaching business for content creators. My biggest issue is being spread thin on platforms. So my largest is TikTok, 50K, but I'd like to expand. What's the best stress-free approach to expanding? So my best approach has been go to the platform that I enjoy posting at and invest most time there, even if it's a smaller platform. I don't think that numbers of followers matter when it comes to uh, income. Here's why. Over the years, I've had both team members and clients show up with millions of followers, more than I have. I don't have even a million. I'm at like, I believe 350,000 across all platforms. And they had millions and they were like not even earning $10,000 a month. Like they could not even imagine making $10,000 a month with millions of followers. Okay. So they were shocked that what I was making. Like they could not even imagine making 6 figures a month or multiple 6 figure a month or even 7 figures a month. So stop thinking about number of followers and think about which platform do I really enjoy posting on? That's question number one. Question number two is, which is the highest ROI? So for me, YouTube earns the most money hands down, and it's also where I enjoy posting the most. So I don't post on TikTok or on Instagram. My team just takes clips and posts them on there, but they're just placeholders. So we make some money, but it doesn't even come close to what we make off of YouTube. For you, it might be a different platform. So I don't care about the numbers. In fact, I'm about the same now everywhere. I think I'm about similar numbers everywhere now. I don't care about followers. I care about my fun and my enjoyment. And then second question is, what brings the most revenue? Thank you, Nisha. Mina, how do high income clients find you? The same way all my clients find me, through YouTube mostly. Sometimes it's through Instagram and TikTok, but mostly it's YouTube. Or like a friend will tell them because they bought a program. So word of mouth and social media is where they find me. My highest ROI and most fun platform is TikTok. However, I want to expand because of potential ban. So anything can get banned at any time. You can lose your accounts at any time. I could lose YouTube tomorrow, today. So my kind of backup plan is the fact that people that love me and they've been following me for many years, if they missed me, they would Google me and they would be able to find me. So I have an email list as well. So people that are like really in my inner circle like to be on my email list. In fact, I got an email the other day from someone I follow. She said that her Instagram got hacked. I think she was like, she had 600K, but I was on her email list. So I know, okay, she's going to let me know where to follow her. So there should be some way, like, can you trust that if you lost your TikTok, that people would Google you and they would be able to find you on some backup plan? Have you built that kind of a relationship with someone? Also, do you have an email list? Because the only thing you truly own is your email list. Social media is not something that we own, they're owned by the platform. So that has been kind of my answer to that. So ladies, I'm not going to be able to answer questions that I've never like done. How do you transition from Facebook group to YouTube in terms of making the most money? Start a YouTube channel, post it in your Facebook group, tell people to come there. I mean, this is some of this stuff is Googleable, guys. Um, just make it easy, right? So that's how I would do it. I would start my YouTube channel, tell my Facebook group about it, and then phase it out. Common sense stuff. Mina, could you share some more red flags? Red flags for people that are not really entrepreneurs and pretending. Number one is they keep telling everyone about this thing that they're doing, but it never happens. This is a big red flag, especially for the male brain. I don't know why I keep bringing up men in today's training, but so I would highly advise using this even as a dating red flag. Men that keep telling you about this thing they're gonna do. Uh, I've shared this with you in the Sacred Feminine Intensive, the whole psychology behind this. But when they keep telling you about it, it checks a box in their brain because they end up getting the respect up front that they thrive on from doing something. And because they get the respect up front, I don't have time to get into the whole psychology of it here, but it's in the sacred, I'm sorry, it's not Sacred Feminine. The Savage Feminine has this. And because of that, they actually never end up doing it. And so if you keep hearing about this book someone's writing and it's been 3 years, or this business that they're going to start and it's been like 2 years, they're not entrepreneurs, tell them to keep their day job. Like maybe eventually they'll start it, but they should not make drastic movements in their life before this business actually has some revenue. That's another red flag to look out for. So all of my business got started, and then people just found out because it was successful. I wasn't like, I'm starting a business, I'm starting a business, I'm gonna start a business, that business, the business, like never, never. Like it just, I was too busy starting it. I didn't have time to tell anyone. I went into like focus, and then it was like people were like, how come you didn't tell me I had a business? Oh, I guess I was busy building it. I have a business. That's how you can tell too with someone actually entrepreneur mindset. What's your approach to creating offers? I have a lot of decision fatigue around offers. Right now, I'm selling a group coaching and digital product. I just do what I like can't stop doing. So whatever is like really fun, like I'll wake up and I'll have an idea of an offer. I'm like, oh my God, that sounds so fun. And then I'll say, okay, I'll launch it tomorrow, but I can't control myself because it sounds so fun. And then before I know it, I've launched it in like that hour. So I usually let my fun move me. I have a very hard time doing things that I don't consider fun. So I just do the things that I enjoy. Mina, would you recommend taking the feminine business course before the CEO Boss Queen? Depends on you. If you haven't started a business yet at all, I would say start with the feminine business course maybe to kind of ease into it. But if you have, you're pregnant with a business or have a baby business, or have a full blown business and you're like, I want to go to 7 figures, I want to go to 8 figures, then CEO Boss Queen might be better. Depends on your budget, depends on your heart, what it's telling you to do. It just depends. What are the shifts needed to go from 10K months to 50K months? I feel like I'm working really hard making 10K months in my coaching business. So I would say start with the money course first. You have to erase the belief that you have to work hard for money. This is a very employee mindset because in a job, you have to prove that you're working hard to make money. And it's been really ingrained in us, right? As an entrepreneur, you have to let things be really easy. That's why I always wondered like why all the billionaires always look so damn relaxed. Like they're walking around in flip-flops and just they always look like they have so much time on their hands. And I finally get it because the bigger you grow, the less you do. It's just everything gets streamlined, everything is automated. You remove things that are not are a high ROA. You have structures and SOPs and systems and team. So in order to make more money, you're gonna have to learn how to do the least amount possible. You're going to have to be okay with that. That has been the hardest psychological transition for me, like breaking out of that mindset. Currently having contractions with my baby business. You are so freaking hilarious. I love that. Same for me, Mina. I don't like joint businesses with partnerships. I'm glad you say that I work better solo. Yes, I think we need more people just saying the truth because I'm sure there's people that do great in partnership, but I think we have to just be honest that some people just don't. When we try to be like neither here nor there, we try to please everyone, like, yeah, sure, whatever work, then we get people in situations that won't work best. My son Armaan's like that too. He's like, Mom, I just do not work well in partnership. I just do like then just do that. Do what works. All right, ladies. I'm gonna open it up to everyone for a minute to see if I can answer any questions about Feminine Business Mastermind or CEO Boss Queen. And before I do that, ladies, please stay to the topic. I will start blocking people because they crowd the chat and then I can't get the questions from people that are just genuinely needing some answers. And so I will be really quick to block today. And you can still watch the content, I believe, if I block you, but you can't like be in our chat crowding it up with unnecessary, useless questions. Some people have trouble following instructions. Okay, let's see. Hi, Astro. Welcome. New members. Awesome. Welcome to Level Up Queens. I mean, I literally pulled up to a Starbucks to type this. I know I'm not ready to be an entrepreneur, and I also do not work well at a 9 to 5. I am a projector. Do you have any advice? Advice regarding what, babe? What would be your question? I would be so worried that I should be creating a business and I'm not doing, but maybe it's just not my call. Will this course help with my relationship and life in general? The CEO Boss Queen are spiritual businesses applied to, I'm sorry, spiritual concepts applied to business. A lot of our alumni has said that it has helped their life and their relationships. However, it is not a relationship course. But as with everything, when you apply and actually grow, it improves other areas of your life. Mina, can you talk about having God as your advisor in business? Babe, I have a whole chapter about this in my book. There's a whole entire chapter. So, in the interest of saving time and being able to actually answer questions of people about the CEO Boss Queen or feminine business, I'm going to refer you to my book, Lady Balls. Mina, I'm a doula and soon to be married to a provider. Thank you for helping me with that. Awesome. Great. So just enjoy being provided for, and you don't have to worry about 9 to 5 or entrepreneurship until the timing is right. Oh, hi, Shirzad. Hey, girl. It's been a minute. I can't believe it's really you. Oh my goodness. Hey. She said, Mina dropping golden wisdom as always. My friend Shirzad, you guys know we've done a lot of collaborations together. She also wrote the foreword of Lady Balls. Hey, babe, nice to see you here. Hi, Mina. I have been a project manager for 5 years. Will the CEO Boss Queen help me uncover a spiritual feminine business, one that brings me into flow? So, the first couple, I think 1 or 2 modules help you do that. But again, so here's the thing, babes. What we choose to get out of any course depends on us. So when you ask me, will it? Yes and no. Someone can come in and their heart is closed, they don't want to learn anything, and they could get nothing out of it. Someone else can come in and they're like, I'm so excited, and they're playing the modules in the background and they're enjoying them and they're doing the journal prompts. They could have, their relationship transform. They could have a whole business idea come through. They could fix life problems that weren't even related to what I was talking about, but something could just move inside of them. So it really depends on you. It is designed to take you from being unsure about your business to all the way to 8 figures. Because I filmed this over the last few years, I have put everything into it, right? If you're earning 6 figures, you could go to 7. If you're earning 7, you could go to 8. And it does stop at 8 because I haven't made more than 8 figures in my business. So maybe I'll add content to it later, but it's all kind of um, like 6, 7, 8 figure journey. Also, because we have such a wide variety of people in there, so the students in there have been doctors, lawyers, brick and mortar business owners, nurses. We've had hairstylists in there, we've had coaches, we've had therapists in there. There's just such a wide variety that you're not only learning from me, but you're learning from them. You're learning from the questions that they ask. You're learning from the solutions that they offered each other. There's a big sisterhood in there. There's also a list of where the students want, whoever wanted to put in their YouTube channels or their Instagram, so you can go follow the other students who have decided that they want you to come and support them. You could also, once you sign up, you can email my team your handle and say, hey, I'm a student of the CEO Boss Queen. My team will verify that you're an actual student, and then they will put your link in that text so that you have a community now. Students of CEO Boss Queen in the past have become each other's children's godparents. They've attended each other's weddings. They've started businesses together. They've done podcasts together. They support each other. They do accountability groups. I've heard CEO Boss Queen students traveling together, double dating together. Like it's been wild seeing the sisterhood that has come out of it. That was not even my intention. That's all accidental. Like it's been crazy to even see that unfold. So you have a whole support system in there. Let me see. Love that. I don't care about followers. I care about fun and enjoyment. Let's see. You're welcome. Sisterhood souls. Yeah. Any other questions coming up regarding CEO Boss Queen, feminine business? I think I covered everything before I let you guys know. The other thing I would add to the core principles of of an entrepreneur mindset is that you are resourceful. That's a big one. And a lot of people, they're not very resourceful. Like for example, they won't even think to Google something, right? Or they don't have the mindset of like figuring things out. So for example, I'm the kind of person like when I want something, like it's done. Like I will somehow figure it out, get the things manifested, get the money will flow in, the answers will come in. That's how you know that you have that level of like decision and dedication in your life. So that's that's another one for the entrepreneur. You are resourceful. They are super resourceful. They figure it out. And remember that that's something you need, because what's going to happen the first time something goes wrong in your business? If you're not resourceful, you're going to fold. Sifat, I just answered that like 3 or 4 times, and the answer is yes. I'm 20 and I own several businesses generating 400K a month, and I want to shift to 900K a month. But I have this feeling of being overwhelmed and I feel stuck because that's too big of a jump for your subconscious. Why would you want to go to 900K from 400K? I cannot imagine trying to get my subconscious to agree to that without freaking myself out. I would personally, if I was making 400K, I would be trying to get to 450 or 500. Overwhelm is typically a signal that you like it's too much. It's like, that's too much of a jump, especially if it's taking you a lot of effort to go to 400 and then now you want to do 900. Your subconscious is like, no, we're already burnt out. This is already too much. That's too much of a gap. Forget it. Why 900K? Where did you get that number? It's too much of a gap. I think people try to like jump too quickly like that, and our subconscious is not like, maybe yours is, maybe you have that container, but the fact that you're feeling overwhelmed shows me that you don't. I know for me, I have to move within my container. Oh my God, I was having a container issue the other day. It was so freaking hilarious. I think I'm gonna put it in a get ready with me video though, so I won't share it. It was so funny, and I had to like work through it real quick because Irfan's like, I already did it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Any other questions, ladies, that I haven't already answered? How can we make building a feminine business fun when some aspects of our business feels draining? So I talk about these type of principles in CEO Boss Queen. Like I said, there's over 50 trainings in there. So it depends on whether it's a subconscious thing, it's like a core belief that you have, or you've just outgrown some of the things and you need to hire someone else to do it, or you need to streamline and automate certain things. You'll get answers to that as you start listening to the trainings. Oh, thank you, Sifat. That was in yesterday's Get Ready With Me, right? Yeah, I forget. I'm trying to film like several videos at the same time right now, and I keep forgetting. Yes, I had done like a quick office tour, I think, in yesterday's. Yeah, I love those videos you're doing. Get ready with me with story times. Yeah, it's like I'll be honest, like it's very out of my comfort zone right now, and I love that. I love challenging myself to doing things that feel kind of like awkward, and doing those get ready with me videos have been super awkward for me, but I'm loving it because I'm so good at what I do because I've been doing it for so long that I purposely try to find things that will break that comfort level. Like it will break me out of it. And so the get ready with me videos, I knew they would get me out of it first because it seemed really fun, and secondly because it was freaking me out. So yes, I'm so glad you guys are enjoying those. I just love being able to do my makeup and just share some stories. They're fun. Okay, I'm so glad you guys like them. Yeah, they are really awkward for me right now. If I had to guess, I bet it's gonna take me at least 10 of them before they stop being awkward. Just because I know myself now, it'll be about 10 where I'm gonna get really comfortable. After 20, I'm gonna be golden. Yes, definitely creating new neural pathways. Yeah. The first time I did it, I was trying to tell you guys what I'm doing and tell a story. I can't do that. That is not a skill set I have. So what I realized is that I'll just link everything. I'll just focus on doing my makeup and telling my story. Those things I can do right now. Oh, thank you. She said your elevator is so dreamy, like you're riding up to heaven. Thank you. That sounds so good. My health journey is in, I think we took down those videos. I had a coach that recommended I took them down from YouTube a while ago. So I have my healthy lifestyle course, which is a part of the self-aware Barbie bundle. That has my health journey. So it's I think it's not a lot of money. It's like a small if you want to buy it separately. Let me grab the link for you. And but it comes as a bonus inside of self-aware Barbie bundle. How do I search for this in Bitly? Let me see. Yes, here it is. Wait, why do I have two different links for it? That is so weird. Let me just check that this is the right link. Yes, it's $67, so it's really low priced. Healthy lifestyle. There's the link, ladies. Yes, I'm gonna be doing more for sure. I get ready listening to Mina and now get ready with videos feels like it's oh, that is so hilarious. I didn't even think about that. It's like you're doing your makeup and I'm doing my makeup, and then we're doing it together. That is hilarious. Do you look back on your videos from your past and cringe, "I'm currently experiencing this." Why are you looking back at your old videos, babe? I don't have any use to look back to my old videos because they're not for me, they're for you. So, I'm not doing that. I'm more focused on what I should be creating next. The Armani, that's my favorite one, the Armani one. I have another foundation coming today, and maybe I need help from you guys. So you know how when you go on vacation, you obviously put your SPF on and then you put makeup on top of it, but then you need to reapply your SPF. I've tried the spray ones over your makeup. They get really weird and like sticky and like heavy. So I saw this girl using like a SPF compact where you can just powder up over your makeup and it has SPF in it. So I ordered it off of Amazon and I think it's by the brand Misha. I don't know if you guys have tried this, but it's coming today. So I'll have to keep you guys posted, but I'm hoping that that will solve that problem that when you've been out in the sun, like you just want to put some SPF, but you don't want like this heavy kind of film on top of your makeup. Would you consider your husband as your partner in your business? My husband, I would consider my life partner. So, not my business partner, but my life partner. That's how in my culture, like you're looking at your husband because like you co-parent together, you own properties, to, like you do everything together. So he's my best friend, he's my life partner. So yeah, we do everything together. I love seeing you explore different styles, like get ready with me content. I literally get ready in the morning while I listen to them. Awesome. I have my entire 13-year YouTube career has been exploring different types of content. I just enjoyed the live streams the longest because I get to interact with you guys. But when I started off, gosh, it was a big experiment. I was doing um, outfit of the days. I was doing handbag reviews. I was doing unboxings. I was doing reveals. I was doing so many different things. I've done cooking videos, parenting videos. So I do love experimenting and growing. Aw, she said, me and my 4-year-old daughter were talking about birthday party themes, and she said she wanted a ballerina theme. And I asked her which one should I have, and she said Amina party. Oh my God, that is hilarious, Erica. That is so cute. You guys are watching Johnny Jaha? Yeah, that's a really good drama. I love it. Pakistani dramas in general. Irfan and I have a trouble, like so much trouble now finding like anything else to watch that's like even like 20% comparable to how good Pakistani dramas are. Hair care routine. Okay, maybe I'll do one as part of like my I did my hair, I washed my hair yesterday, so I can't do it until like it's time to wash my hair, but I'll try to do that. That might be a good one. Bare Minerals has only 28 SPF. I used to use Bare Mineral for 20 years straight. I want something that has 50 SPF. So yeah, I am aware that that one has a good one, but it's only 28. All right, ladies, I'm gonna let you guys go. I think we are just talking about other things now. That was fun. CEO Boss Queen cart closes 48 hours. I open enrollment. once or twice a year. I don't know how many times I'm going to open in 2024, but this is the first time for 2024. The scholarship ends in 48 hours. It's 3333. No code needed. All this information is on the sales page. I also need to finish my vlog. My goal is I'm challenging myself to post a get ready with me slash vlog every Monday and Thursday. Like I've failed at having a schedule in the past like that, but I feel like I'm where I need to be in everywhere else being organized in my life to a place where I can do that. So I'm challenging myself at least for 30 days, possibly longer, but I always start small so I can be consistent. So I'm challenging myself to post a vlog every Monday morning and every Thursday morning. So I have to finish the intro for the vlog going for tomorrow, and it's really fun. I also take you guys shopping with my kids and also how I order as a sushi restaurant when I'm not trying to do carbs. So it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna finish the intro for that, get that scheduled up. And yeah, this was so much fun, ladies. I hope you guys enjoy. By the way, a lot of times because I don't post a lot of recorded content on YouTube, and I only mostly have done live streams, YouTube buries my recorded videos. They don't really get shown. So I think having a schedule will be great because if you could do me a favor and on every Monday at 9 a.m. Central Time and every Thursday at 9 a.m. Actually, let's do 8 a.m. Central Time because you want to be an hour before what they recommend. So every Monday at 8 a.m. Central Time and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Time, if you can come check on my YouTube channel for the new recorded content and watch it and give it a thumbs up because I want them to start promoting that. Right now, they only promote my live streams because that's what I've been doing. It's the algorithm can be a little silly sometimes. So that's what's happening. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.